Alright, so today we're here to learn how to make this here. Okay, it is a 3D origami painting, as you can see, of a rainbow peace sign. Okay? Alright. Alright, so it's going to need quite a few pieces. It's one of the bigger ones I've done so far. Alright? So for the purple down here at the bottom, you're going to want a darker purple. Okay, and you're going to need 44 pieces altogether. Okay? For this blue, again, darker blue, you're going to need 56. For the green, you're going to need 62. The yellow is going to take 38. The orange is 44. The red is also 44. And the white is 860 because you're going to be using it for the background on the front and all of your inverted rows. Okay? So it's going to require a lot of white to make this. Okay? Alright? Alright, let's get started, shall we? Alright, so let's get started with the assembly. First, we're going to need some of our white. Alright? Okay. So, because of how big this design is, we're going to actually start doing several rows at once instead of just one row at a time, at least to start with. Okay? So we're going to start with 2 white. Alright? You add an inverted white over the top. Alright? And then a white to the left so that you end up with this. Alright? And add another white to each row. Alright? Again, that second row is going to remain inverted, so we're going to end up with this. We're going to add another inverted row. And then another regular row. Alright? We're going to keep doing this until we have 5 forward-facing regular rows. Alright? Alright, see? Okay, so this is what we're going to start with. 5, 5. Okay? Now we're going to keep expanding this way, okay, until there are 4 in this top row. Alright? Alright. Okay, so we're going to continue doing the same thing, but it's time to start adding some of our purple. So, white. Alright. So, our first 2 regular rows in this next set are going to be white. Okay? Now, we dig out our purple. Right? And rows 3, 4, and 5 are going to have a purple piece. Okay? Remember, only the forward-facing rows. The inverted are all white for this pattern. Alright? Alright, so it'll look like this. Okay? Alright, now we're going to repeat this. Alright. Now we're going to start adding another row of purple. So, this second row now gets a purple piece. Alright? Alright. So it should look like this now. Alright? We're going to keep going until there's 5 purple in this second row. Okay? All of the rows above should be solid purple. Alright, see? Okay, so this row of purple is now finished. So we're going to go back to doing white. We're going to keep doing the others in purple for now. Okay. And we're going to do this again. And again. Okay, so here's where the second row of purple is going to end. Alright? Because we need to keep it symmetrical, okay? Both sides are going to be the same here. Alright. So we're going to start another one here. Alright? But this time we're going to be continuing to white up until this third row. Alright, like this. Okay. And get another one. Alright. Exact same as what we just did. Alright. Whoops. Purple there. Alright. Okay. Now this purple is going to end here. Okay. So this next set, alright, is going to be white all the way up until the very top. Alright. Oops. Alright, see, like that. Okay. And we're going to repeat that one more time to place our last purple. Alright. Alright. Okay. So we finished the purple, but we've also finally got to the last of this first row. So we're going to start filling it in now. Alright? Alright, so when you're done with this, there should be 4 white to either end of the center row of purple. Alright? And we've got our first 5 rows of our design all done. Alright? And it's nice and sturdy and shouldn't be falling apart on you as you continue working. Alright. Now we're going to get out the blue. Alright? And we're going to keep working here. Okay? Alright? Okay. As always, we're going to alternate with an inverted row, so let's go ahead and get that placed before we start with the blue. Alright, see? Okay. Starting at this end, we're going to do 3 white. Okay. Followed by 5 blue. Okay. 2 white. 3 blue. 2 white. another 5 blue. Alright, and we're going to finish off with 3 white. Alright. Okay. Now we're going to do another row of inverted white here. Alright, see? Okay, so we're going to start our next row again from this end. Okay, with 2 white. Alright. Followed by 5 blue. 3 white. 3 blue. 3 white. 5 blue. And ending with 2 white. Alright. Okay. Time for another row of inverted white here. Alright, so we're going to start again from this end. Okay, and we're going to start with 2 white, 6 blue, 2 white, 3 blue in the center, 2 more white, 6 blue, alright, and we're going to finish with 2 white. Okay, now we're going to add another inverted row of white here. Alright, now for our final row of blue. It's going to be exactly the same as this last row of blue. So we're going to do 2 white, 6 blue, 2 white, Another 3 blue, 2 white, our final 6 blue pieces, and 2 more white. Alright, so by the time you're done with the blue, it'll look like this. Alright, okay, so let's go ahead and add our row of inverted white before we get the green out. Alright, let's go ahead and get the green. Alright, okay. So the green is going to be just a tad bit trickier than our blue was. Okay, so we're going to start off with 1 white, 4 green, okay, 1 white, 3 green, 1 white, 3 green, 1 white, 3 green, 1 white, 4 green, and end with a white. Alright, so there should be 5 groupings of green. We're going to add a row of inverted now. Alright, okay, so we're going to again start at this one. We're going to do 1 white, 4 green. Alright, 2 white, okay, 9 green. 2 white, again, 4 green, and 1 white. Alright, so should look like this now. Alright, I'm going to add another row of inverted. Gonna go ahead and get out some more white real quick. Alright. Okay. So, gonna start again, this end. 1 white. 3 green this time. Alright. 3 white. Okay. Gonna do 9 green again. 3 white. 3 green. And a white. Alright. Now for another row of inverted white. Alright, time for the last row of green. Okay, so we're going to start off with, again from this end, 1 white, 3 green, 4 white, okay, 7 green, 4 white, the final 3 green, and a white. So it should look like this when you're done with the green. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add a row of inverted white before we get out that yellow. Alright, let's get out this yellow real quick, huh? Alright, so we're going to again start from this end. We're going to do 1 white, 3 yellow, 5 white, 5 of the yellow, 5 of the white, 3 of the yellow, and we're going to end with a white. Alright, now we're going to add a row of inverted white. The rest of the yellow is actually going to be very simple. We're going to be doing 3 identical rows. So, our first row, 1 white, 3 yellow, 6 white, 3 yellow, 6 white, 3 yellow, and a white. And then a row of inverted. We're going to repeat that second row of yellow. So, a white, 3 yellow, 6 white, 3 yellow, 6 white, 3 yellow, and a white. Alright, and then, and again, a row of inverted. Alright, so our last row of yellow, again, we're going to do the same thing we did with the last 2 rows. 1 white, 3 yellow, 6 white, 3 yellow, 6 white, the final 3 yellow, and a white. So when you're done with the yellow, it should look like this. Alright, go ahead and add that row of inverted, and we'll get started with the orange. Let's go ahead and get the orange out real quick. Alright. Okay, so we're going to start again from this side. Okay. 2 white, 3 orange, 5 white, 3 orange, 5 white, 3 orange, and 2 white. Okay. Now we're going to add a row of inverted white. Alright, time for the second row of orange. We're going to start again with 2 white, and do 4 orange, okay, 3 white, 4 white, sorry, 3 orange, alright, again 4 white, 4 orange, okay, and 2 white. And then a row of inverted white. Alright, so third row of orange. Start with 3 white this time. Okay. Again, 4 orange, 3 white, 3 orange, 3 white, 4 orange, and 3 white. Alright, followed by a row of inverted white. Alright, time for the final row of orange. So we're going to start off on the side with 3 white. We're going to do 5 orange. 2 white. 3 orange. 2 white. And our final 5 orange. And we finish the row with our 3 white. Alright. And then a row of inverted white before we start with the red. Okay, so the orange will look like that. Alright, as we get ready for the red. Alright. Okay. Alright, so we're going to get started with 4 white on this end. Okay. Alright. Should be 15 red, if my count is correct here. Right? So we're going to go all the way across. Alright. And then finish with 4 white. Alright. Okay. I'm going to add a row of inverted. Alright. I'm going to add, starting with the side, add 5 white. Alright. And then we're going to add 13 red. And finish the row with 5 white. Okay. Time for another inverted row here. Alright. Again, we're going to start on this side, and we're going to do 6 white. 11 red. And finish off with 6 white. Now for a row of inverted white. Alright. We're going to again start from this side, and we're going to do our final row of red. We're going to start with 9 white. 5 red right in the center. Finish the row with another 9 white. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like when you're done with the red. Okay, as you can see, we're not quite finished yet though. All that's left is an inverted row and then 1 row of complete white at the top to mimic the white all around the edges here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that done, huh? Alright, and like I said, 1 regular row of complete white to finish off the image. Alright, so when you're done, it should look something like this. Alright, a rainbow peace sign through the origami painting. Alright?